What is up, Killer Collective? Mount Killer here, bringing you a psychology kind of video today. That's right. I know that sounds weird. I consider myself like an amateur psychologist. Don't ask me why. I just always have. And I want to talk about every Monday video now. We're going to open some packs. Today we're going to open up this Prismatic Evolutions that was won by Charlie Ung in the monthly members giveaway. As well as we're going to talk about some sort of psychology or behavioral science topic that relates to the way that we might collect Pokemon in this hobby. So I think there's some things that, I see people make mistakes, or not just mistakes, but I think there's a smarter way that sometimes we can collect, and there could be some behavioral things that we're doing that we're not even aware of. So I want to highlight one of those each Monday video, put on my little psychologist hat that I don't have. I just have a grill minor league baseball team hat going. But yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to open this ETB. Hopefully we get some pulls for Charlie. Let's check it out. Gosse Fleur. Oh!
I knew there was...
Oh! Oh, no fucking way, dude. I'm going to stay with you, Eric, so Stephen can't kill us. Let's fucking go. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing just fine. Thanks for asking. But here you go, Charlie. One of my last prismatic ETBs for you, sir. Appreciate you being a member. Got 9 packs of Prismatic Evolutions, as well as the promo for you. I'm excited. We have not had any good pulls from Prismatic. I think the best thing we pulled maybe was a Spritzy Master Ball, which isn't really good. But yeah, there we go. So the psychology, behavioral science stuff is super interesting to me, right? We all make choices based on biases or life experiences, and a lot of the time we don't realize that we're making those choices. We all want to think we have free will. We all want to think that any moment we're making the choices we want to make, but that's just not how it works, okay? Anything you've experienced in your life, information you've been given, things you've heard offhanded, all factor in to the way that we make choices, okay? So the first topic I want to talk about, I think, is actually really important to our collecting community, is the gambler's fallacy. So the gambler's fallacy, it says the term gambler's fallacy refers to the mistaken belief held by some people that independent events are interrelated. For example, a roulette or lottery player may not choose to bet on a number that came up in the previous round, even though people are usually aware that successive draws of numbers are unrelated. Their gut feeling may tell them otherwise. Okay, so what does that mean in layman's terms? All right, let's say that you are playing blackjack. Okay, I use blackjack. It's my favorite thing to play when I gamble. Okay, I don't know the exact odds for hitting a blackjack, but just for the sake of simple numbers, let's call it 1 in 100. Okay, it's probably a little easier than that, but we'll just use that. So let's say you have a 1% chance of hitting a blackjack. All right, the dealer, or let's say you hit the blackjack, okay, and then a lot of people are like, well, there's no way I can hit a blackjack again because it's just not going to happen, so I'm going to bet less. Or let's say the dealer hits a blackjack. Some people bet more on the next hand because they believe that it's harder for the dealer to hit blackjack 2 hands in a row. All right, it's not. Those 2 hands are not related. So in our minds, you see that you have 1 in 100 odds of hitting a blackjack. Okay, now if you were to figure out the odds of actually related events, you would take the 1 out of 100, multiply that by the 1 out of 100 for the next hand. So what you're saying is there's a 1 in 10,000 chance of hitting back-to-back blackjacks. Okay, but those 2 hands are not related. Okay, once that first hand is done, those odds don't affect the second hand at all. And that's what makes it feel weird, because you can literally say you have a 1 in 10,000 chance of hitting a back-to-back blackjack. But when it comes to just that second hand, excuse me, it's actually not related at all to the first hand. All right, I hope you guys are still with me here. I'm not boring you or anything. You may say, that's all good and well, Mount Killer, but how does that apply to collecting Pokemon cards? All right. Now, I've heard multiple people before do things like open an Elite Trainer box, okay, and they hit a good pull. Let's say right now I hit the Umbreon SIR out of this pack. Okay, there are people who will refuse to open the rest of these packs because they already hit a good card, and they think the odds are saying that they're not going to hit another one. Or you've heard people say, I can't get cold packs, you know, like if I've opened 5 of these ETB packs and they're cold, I'm going to get something in these later packs. But those events aren't directly related. So I think that's where the confusion comes in. Now, it's a little bit different with Pokemon because of the way they print cards, right? I assume you got a Janine's Secret Art Pokeball, Charlie Ung, and an Archelodon. So we can't say for sure how Pokemon seeds these packs, right? Like, let's say they have one big print line. All the packs are coming out in order. Let's imagine a booster box, right? You got 36 packs. In most booster boxes now, English booster boxes, you can expect to get around 12 hits. So obviously there's some sort of pattern to how they are printing and stacking those. Sneasel, shout out to Fada. But I don't think that applies as much when it comes to ancillary products like ETBs, collection boxes, 3-pack blisters, all of that kind of stuff. Now, without knowing exactly what they do, are all these packs just flying down the line, going into a big pile, and then getting mixed together? We don't know. We can't say for sure. So it is possible that this, you know, the idea that once you get a good hit, it's hard to get another one, does apply. It's just impossible to actually track because it's so hard, you know, to get an SIR in this set, or it's so hard to get a top shelf pull in any Pokemon set. So it does make it hard to apply the gambler's fallacy to that. But I know I'm 100% guilty of being like, oh, I'm due. The odds say I'm due. We got to scoop up Cyclone, Iron Boulder. That's a nice boulder. And a Whimsicott. I am 100% guilty of doing the same thing. I swear when I die on my tombstone, it's going to say he was due. He was due to hit a banger. Because I think I pretty much say that anytime I open Pokemon cards at this point. But I have seen, of course, ETBs that had, you know, 5 alt-arts in it, 4 alt-arts in it. I've seen, you know, ETBs that didn't have a single hit in it. So it's hard to know as far as how the packs are batched for each product. But just this idea that, you know, it's impossible to hit good pulls 2 packs in a row, I just don't think that exists. We've all seen broken ETBs. We've all seen broken booster bundles. We got a Badoo Pokeball. Shout out to Badoo. I know some people are using that in their decks now. And a Flareon. So it's just something to consider. You know, the fact that every pack you open the odds of what you get shouldn't be dependent on what you've already gotten. Unless it's a booster box, right? I do think that the booster boxes are packaged in a way that you're not going to get a crazy one unless you got some sort of weird error, which we haven't seen much of. We did see, you know, for a while there, I think there was Evolving Skies booster boxes that only had like 1 or 2 V cards in it, and that was it. That's obviously some sort of manufacturing error on their part. Oh, we got a Mela full art. It's our first time pulling that. With Prismatic Evolutions, it does feel like when it comes to ETBs, I feel like I've gotten a full art trainer in every single one. And then I feel like a total of 5 to 6 hits in each ETB has been the standard for me anyway. And speaking of ETB, shout out to my boy Danny Phantump. Look up in the corner there. Shout out to the Card Coliseum. The channel would not work without his help and generosity. He is the best person in the entire Pokemon community. Please go show that man some love. Subscribe to his YouTube channel if you haven't. Definitely shop at the Card Coliseum. He kept all his Prismatic Evolutions at MSRP. He did the same with Screamtail. No, I'm not going to hit the Screamtail button this time. He did the same with the Blooming Waters boxes. He did have to add $5 just for the difference in shipping, but essentially, you know, kept it MSRP. And shout out to Danny. We got a Leafeon. I feel like I haven't gotten a ton of EXs in this set either when I'm opening it. All right, Charlie, we're down to 2 packs. And look, see, we're at 5 hits. I bet we end up with 6, counting Pokeballs. You got to count Pokeballs in this set. But yeah, just to finish up on the whole topic of the gambler's fallacy and psychology and stuff, I do think you know, everybody gets feelings, right? You get a feeling like, oh, I'm going to get a hit in the next pack, or oh, I'm going to hit a banger on this ETB. And if you just if you try to look at it from an analytical standpoint, I think you may be able to save yourself some pain and some money. But I don't also want you guys to take the fun out of opening products either. So let me know down in the comments if you think that this information is anything you actually care about. We'll try this on a few Monday videos, see what the response is. But yeah, going with your gut, I mean, obviously works sometimes. That's just randomness, though. That's all RNG. All right, last pack. Charlie. Come on, baby. One more. All we need is one more. It's a gambler's fallacy. We have not hit an SIR, which means we have to hit one soon, right? We got a Hoot Hoot Pokeball. We got a Slow King. And we got an Iron Boulder. That's a nice boulder. I hate that I have to say that every time because I don't want to see an Iron Boulder in the holo slot. But I have to say it. I'm contractually obligated to say that every single time. Who's that contract with? I don't know, but it's there. All right, Charlie, we ended up with 7 hits, which, I mean, out of 10 packs or 9 packs is decent, but just nothing crazy. I do like the Mellow Full Art. But yeah, I guess that's it for the video. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want to hear more about this behavioral science stuff. I think we can find some other topics that also apply to the way that we collect. I will be doing that. Like I said, I got a few ideas for a few videos, but other than that, I'm going to actually have to start doing some research. Oh, yeah, I forgot to show this. I'm holding my first ever one-piece booster box. I bought this in preparation for the 10K subscriber giveaway, which at this point, this will be vintage by the time that happens. I'm going to give away 10 booster boxes when I hit 10K, and this will be one of them. So you guys don't mind liking and commenting and turning on notifications and even sharing the video out, getting people to subscribe so I can give away 10 booster boxes when we get there. I would greatly appreciate it. That's it for the video. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys Thursday for the next giveaway video. Love y'all. Have a great week. It's Monday. Grab this week by the cloister. Love y'all.